Hey everyone, welcome back to Deez Tarot. We're back with another tarot reading. So hope you all are having such a great day. It's currently Wednesday, it's Christmas Eve, and we've got a general message for you. Okay, so we're getting the moon. Haven't got that card in a while. So the moon says, the card shows a full moon in the night sky, a symbol of intuition, dreams, and the unconscious. The bright moonlight creates an eerie atmosphere in which we see a woman sitting on a wall. Deep in her thoughts, she has turned toward the moon. Underneath the woman lies a sea of dark water, representing the subconscious mind. Entwined with her dark dress, long pentacles are climbing out of the deep water and crawl up to the surface, symbolizing the woman's deepest fears and anxiety. The howling wolf next to her is her protector, but also represents the wild aspects of our minds. The upright meaning of this card is shadow side, depths, illusions, unconscious visions, deception, and mystery. Interesting. I think right off the bat what I'm getting is it takes a while for perhaps an idea to be shared or a way of thinking to be considered. I think that in general, we all kind of like operate in a way where we think like this is the best way, but it's like, what if we consider another way of doing something? I think that sometimes when it comes to trying to communicate, there's a layer of like, how do I communicate with you in a way that you'll understand? I think that there's a consideration that needs to be had as far as kind of doing your due diligence and your understanding of, okay, where is this other side coming from? So sometimes when you put in that work and that effort to really try to make a connection, and that might, be done in many different ways or different formats. Once you figure out the best way on how that is going to be best communicated, then that's when you can start to like maybe remove some of that anxiety. And basically it's saying like, trust your gut. So that's the moon. That's what I'm getting right off the bat, is trust your gut. You know best. Yeah, we're getting the Five of Swords. So I kind of just checked in with Spirit, can you give me more context about this? And the card 5 indicates conflict, fluctuation, change, and challenges. And specifically, the Five of Swords says, on this card, we see a couple after a struggle. The man has lost the fight and turned himself away into the shadows. He is mentally wounded and his hurt feelings have been mended with 5 scarlet stitches. The woman won the fight and stands in the spotlight. She is wearing a red dress, which symbolizes the drama and emotional conflict the fight was about. In one hand, she holds a fragment of her opponent's wounds. In the other hand, she holds a large flower symbolizing her triumph. The flower hides half of her face, indicating that she has not played fair and wanted to win at all costs, no matter how much pain she has caused. The upright meaning means conflict, defeat, self-interest, winning dishonorably, manipulation, and unfair advantage. Wow. And swords is about communication. So swords is about ideas, thoughts, communications, and conflict. Yeah, I think these two cards together are saying that oftentimes not everybody is going to agree with you, and there might be also a layer of perhaps another entity thinking that something is incorrect or not the best way to like go about something. But you have to like consider that if you're coming to, you know, surface level and you're trying to explain something, whether it be trying to get your point across, I mentioned in the moon that there has to be a layer of how are we going to be able to communicate in a way that will be best understood. So you really have to do that due diligence to make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row before you like line up, you know, a response. As far as it talks about like Five of Swords, deceit, kind of some negative. I mean, I don't even think it's negative, but it says conflict, defeat, self-interest, winning dishonorably, manipulation, and unfair advantage. I think that it's overall the message is like saying stick to your guns, because this is really what other external things could be thought of as, but it's saying basically to stay true to like who you are and know that you're not always going to be like understood, and that's fine as long as you like stay the course and you stick to what you know and really just remove any like outside noise and anybody's like influence, then you'll be able to like execute effectively. I feel like this card wanted to come out, so yeah, we're getting the Chariot, the cutest card ever. I think it has this snail, but the Chariot says definitely getting the vibe like keep moving forward and truck through, like light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so the Chariot is, on this card we see a woman riding a snail, which appears to also be an extension of her body. She looks very confident and determined in her progress. The spiral shape of her headdress shows that she is relying on the strength of her own mental powers and her will as much as the physical energy of the snail to progress forward. The Chariot is on a journey, striking out on her own, and is leaving the past behind, which is represented by the castle silhouetted in the background. Riding on a snail is very slow, and it will take time to reach the destination, but the charioteer keeps focus, and she will reach her goal in the end. Control, willpower, success, action, discipline, and determination are the meanings of this card, the Chariot. Yeah, definitely getting the vibe that regardless of what any other like influences, it's basically saying stay true to what you know and keep moving forward, because you're already like confident in your own abilities. So there's nothing wrong with continuing to like lean into that. Like, don't be afraid. So but like this card wanted to come out as well. This is the Five of Pentacles. We're getting another 5 card. We had the 5 of Swords, and we're also getting 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles. 5 is about conflict, change, and challenges. So definitely a lot is like happening as far as your environment is changing. Swords is conflict, communication, and Pentacles is resources, finances, and health. But it's basically saying just stay the course. You have a lot to offer, and just continue to be confident in yourself and maybe like fine tune and strengthen your skills So that way you can be more confident in like what you're doing, so you can apply them effectively and just continue to stay the course, stay confident, and just get work done. So that is the message that we're getting today for this reading, and make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button. Also, I started my own vlog channel. It's called Deez for Life, spelled D-E-E-Z, the number 4, and then L-Y-F-E. So I'm gonna start doing some vlogging, and I'd love if you guys would subscribe to my channel. I'll put the link in the description box. There's currently no videos yet, but obviously I'm thinking out some things. So would I really appreciate if you guys check it out, stay tuned, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.